Okay, for 20 bucks I got this Xbox from a swap meet, and it looks like this is going to be the start of a new adventure. Okay, so it looks like this has been opened before. So we got that. Okay, so this was worked on before. As you can see here, that was taped on, and this looks like this was taken off and then taped back on. So I don't know. I'm going to guess this is going to have a bigger hard drive, and they didn't lock it. I'm not that familiar with Xboxes, so I have no idea if I can relock it without a hard mod, like a mod chip, but I'm going to try, at least, see what happens. Okay, we're looking at Seagate hard drive. I think this means it's been worked on before. I wonder if this was worked on by Microsoft. Okay, so we got quite a bit of dirt. I removed just the power and that, all that stuff here to get a better look at this. Front panel. How do I tell what version of Xbox do I have? Okay, so I've got the everything. Well, the drive's dismantled. I had to get a Aladdin X2, and luckily it came with the headers, so I just need to solder that in there and do all I need to do to basically get this up and running, and then I can reinstall new software without having a locked hard drive. I was originally going to build a like an EEPROM reader. I actually have the materials for that, but I just figured that this would be easier than building that and would give me more versatility. So hopefully this goes well. Okay, it's been probably like 4 or 5 months since I actually started recording this. I tried to install, this is a Xbox original, like one of the original releases, because it had a populated pin header, and you can see here I made a jumper wire to get to it. I need to repair that with some electrical tape, because I could not get this pin unoccupied, so I had to cut this one down and just connect the wire. I don't know if that did anything. A couple other issues. Well, this is I'm not sure if this Aladdin chip is bad, but basically sometimes the video signal will cut out or wouldn't start. But then I got to work, so I just need to redo this work, and hopefully it does work. If not, I'll have to just extract the EEPROM and soft mod this. But okay, so other issues. This front controller port, only the second controller port works, so I don't know what's going on there. Bigger issue is that when I was working on it, the smooth chip blew up on my hard drive. So I got a couple replacements, and I want to see if it's the mod job that I did cause a short, or power surge is what it would actually be. This definitely needs repair. So I was going to upgrade this anyway, but I mean, it did work for a second, then all of a sudden pop, and then all, you know, if you ever smelled burning whatever this was. So if I want to get this working, I'll have to swap out the board, but that's not a priority. Now, of course, once something breaks, I kind of really have the desire to fix it, which is why I am doing this all to begin with, is just to get this thing up and running. So first step, I need to redo all this, and if that doesn't work, just take this, just basically cut off these wires. I'll desolder them, and then just try to extract the EEPROM, which I do not want to do because this seems much simpler. Now, I wonder if maybe I didn't do that work very well either. I don't know, hopefully I don't have to do any more soldering, and the hard drive blowing up was unrelated, but I don't think it's unrelated, because usually if something like this happens, there's a reason why it happens. Okay, I've got my stack of Xboxes here. These two work, and I paid the same price for them as this one. So this was the only one with an error 5. Let's see what so far I got Evil 5, error 16 now. Shit. I'm guessing this might be wiped. I'm going to try another hard disk. That's one loud hard drive. Alright, well, got the same error message. So I got a lot of Xbox hard drives, not a single one of them works. That's great. I'll try to rebuild one of them. I've waited almost 30 minutes. I haven't got any progress. I do have these strange dots. And yeah, and this thing is still very touchy when it comes to vibrations. Let me see if I can demonstrate it. For a second there, the video out was getting scrambled, but this doesn't really look like it's scrambled. I don't know. Okay, I decided to take apart the disk drive. I couldn't get Hexen to load, and I couldn't get Aid to load, Auto Installer Deluxe, I think is what it's called. I cleaned this up a bit, but it's got some like corrosion here, so this must have been setting outside or something. I wonder why specifically, just like there. I take a Dremel to it, but I don't want to risk damaging the laser assembly. Yeah, and I'd like to just replace, I mean, maybe if the laser's not working properly, I'd like to replace that, because working, like proven working Xbox disk drives are selling for more than Xboxes themselves. So yeah, that's another reason why I want to get this mod job done now, is that in order to bypass this. But if I can't get a disk to run, I might have to do an OS install by plugging in the hard drive into a computer, and just, which I mean, I could do that pretty easy, but I mean, I don't want to do that. And that still, I mean, that still doesn't prove that, I mean, hell, the Aladdin chip might be bad, my mod, my wiring could be bad. So there's a lot of variables here. So if just by cleaning this will like load the I mean, that's also assuming that the disk drive isn't loading the things properly, which I don't think it is, because sometimes it doesn't want to boot up the disks on restart. But I mean, it could be a number of issues. But I'm going to basically well, I'm going to put this back together and try it again. Alright, new plan. I've got this out. Now, I was working on this. I was going to try to swap out the processor, but I cannot figure out how to remove it. I read online that this, like, especially in this board, requires a considerable amount of force, so I don't want to damage it. What I might end up doing is putting this back in the computer, this graphics card, I mean, back in the computer I got it from, swapping those out, put the USB in, and then work on this. But that would be two similar computers, one 9598. So I'm not sure. I think that's what I'm going to do though, and then just do extra stuff here. But anyway, that's why I haven't gotten that out yet. But first off, I need to see if I can use the Xbox hard drive maker. I've got one of the hard drives here. So alright, let's see what we got. Alright, the good news is I already had that set up how I guess makes sense, as this is also, a lot easier to deal with, just removing this. But of course, I'm not sure if this, because this hardware is 200 like megahertz, 230. Anyway, less than 300 megahertz and 64 megabytes of RAM. So I'm not sure how well this will boot, but let's find out. They'll be able to boot Linux. Well, the Linux type that is this. We have success. We got success. All right, let's try. Interpreter disabled. Oh man, I can't really read that. I see a seek complete error. Press image found on block 0. Okay, we want to that's command line type Xbox HD to start the tool for copying, deleting, to reboot. So I just need Xbox HD. Alright, so what do I do? I need to unlock the drive. That's weird. Okay. How do I do this? I mean, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, okay. Doing something. So it says the hard drive was locked, so it should be working. Interesting. Maybe I'll need to replace the cable, either the power cable, or the data cable, one of the two, for the Xbox. Swap it out with an IDE cable. So I wonder what's going on right now. I'm not sure if this is appearing on screen. Seems to be doing something. I guess we'll come back to it later. Okay, what I'm guessing is that, I mean, I obviously can't read this. This is all memory errors, but that's my file. So maybe this Xbox hard disk, maybe those are just 3 bad drives I got. So, which, I mean, it didn't cost me much, but that's sort of frustrating. Like, okay, so shoot, because I want to get one of these in the Xbox to make sure it doesn't blow up, because I have a good ID hard drive that is either 240 gigs or over 300 that I wanted to test. And while those are cheap, I mean, I got these 3 hard drives for the same price as that one drive. I don't want to be throwing my money around like that. So if this doesn't work, yeah, I don't think it's going to work. So I'm going to try the noisier hard disk. and see if it also ends up being a bunch of junk. You can hear that clicking. Fascinating. So this, I mean, I'm just kind of curious to see what this is going to do. It sounds like a bad floppy disk drive is what that sounds like. Standard RAM fail at offset. Interesting. Maybe I'll plug that one back in and do 3. Which oddly enough wasn't... Huh. But let's see what this does. I'm very curious. So I'm not giving up hope that the one Xbox drive is dead quite yet. Then again, the hard drive that blew up, it would have been locked also too, and I wonder. And it, yeah, that one got I think this is not going to work. Alright, so I want to see if that error pops back up regarding the RAM. Okay. I've got this propped up in a weird fashion. It felt most pertinent. You know how like you watch a YouTube video and everything just works, like I'm gonna do this and this, and it works? It doesn't work. Or at least they got a cleaner setup. Like, I should say that. Okay, so I'm not gonna get that error. That just sounded like it did its boot. Okay. So that one hard disk is extremely toast. This one might not. Let's try to unlock this hard drive. I'm going to unlock it and then I'm going to plug it back into the Xbox to see what happens. Hey, look how tiny this is. Okay. Nice and crisp though, I like it. See what this says. Kind of curious. Task end error. So compressed image found at block 0. What are you doing, hard drive? What is it doing? Alright, I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I don't remember how long this took before. I mean, I guess this is the first time I did this particular step, so the other one when I tried to build the Xbox from scratch or whatever, that took a couple minutes before it kind of failed out, so yeah, I guess I'll step away and see what happens. Okay, so it didn't do anything. It stayed on that screen. It actually kind of went blank, like a little screensaver is built into this utility. So I did Control Delete, restart it. Great, Control Delete works. It was not working with the other hard drive. Nothing was working with that thing. I had to do a hard power off on that. I still do. I don't know what's going on. Did this get unhooked? I think it might have got unhooked. Oh, whatever. The reset button is, well, this is a hard drive indicator, I think. So, what am I doing? So I have no idea if that utility worked. But I am chilling out with this gateway BIOS screen. Extended RAM failed at offset. Oh, it wants to boot from the hard drive all of a sudden. I don't want it to do that. Why does it want to do that? So hit reset and not. Who knows what's going on anymore, man? Well, now that's revving up pretty good, so. Well, let's see what happens anyway. I'm going to make sure that the BIOS didn't. It's doing that. So I need to keep it on hard drive though, because when I plug that other one back in. Let's do this again. STB velocity. Okay, there we go. Now it's revving up. Okay, it just didn't want to. Boot text console, Xbox Drive. Let's try doing the DOS prompt. Reading partition table drives the sector. Can't get drive parameters for drive 01. Okay. Well, I want. Okay. Let's drive A. Okay. Doesn't like unlock that back. Oh, unlock X. I don't care. I have no idea what that means. Should I? Okay, let's do one. Okay, so it is locked. It will not unlock. Interesting. Well, let's do HD unlock then. Okay. Let's try unlock X. Weird. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Menu. Oh, this program's great, man. Everything's working so smooth. Okay, I don't like how I've done this time. Fuck it. But this is that hard drive. It's the Seagate. Oddly enough, I believe these are made by extended RAM failed again. Okay. Another potential thing I'm working on is, notice that I was about to enter the frame, might as well show it. Yeah, sure, you just open up the hex and boot disk and everything seems to work. Oh, if that doesn't work, just put an auto install and that should get you good there. Shipped Xbox is easier. If you need to build a hard drive just to use, oh, fuck's sake. It's possible that this hard drive might be too big for this BIOS. If that's the case, we're going to try something different again. Another computer project. This is a case I ordered off eBay, and naturally it was packed by a moron. This whole front panel is snapped off, but luckily this is the type of plastic that methyl ethyl ketone works wonders on. So as you can see, I can do this without this whole thing. Another thing that happened was that the whole the fan here, that was completely busted, but there was no motherboard, so that would have been a bit of a nightmare. So anyway, I have not tested out this motherboard. This will be an adventure. Look at that, there's a SATA connector right above the, oh my goodness. Alright, so what we're going to do here is, knock one of these out. They knock inward, of course. Fantastic design. I hate that design. Okay, what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Okay. First off, I got my 5200. Please tell me I punched out the right hole. Come on. Is this a 5200? What is this? Yeah, PCI. Why is it giving me grief? None of this shit wants to work ever. Okay. It's in. We are good. They need a, I don't know if they exist, but they need a fucking PCI Express one just for testing purposes. It's my opinion anyway. Alright, so let's transfer the drive and the CD-ROM drive to here and all that. Hook the monitor and the power, and you know, I have not tested this out. I have not tested any of this out. This will be the fun first step. The light came on. So what do I need to do here? What do I want? Let's power this off. Okay, well, I need to hook up the, is it possible for this just to pop on? Is there an on button on the fucking motherboard? I probably should have did that first. Alright, it's time to whip out the big guns. This problem with the other computer was that I don't think I had RAM. I plugged this one in. I have a lot of problems with that. I mean, I haven't even tested out the motherboard. I'll need to look over the whole thing. That's a mess, whatever. Alas, so I don't know if that motherboard even works or the processor works. So much problems. I know that this computer works. Let's unhook the thing, set to IDE, set to success. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yet another stunning transformation. I have put this into another computer. This is the Q4S one. The other one did not have an IDE connection. Oh my God. Okay, I need to know where the disk is at. Now on this one, I don't know if the disk drive works, but I mean, who cares? You want to boot the, you didn't change the boot priority? Well, it's not CD-ROM drive, so, oh shit. CD-ROM drive. Alright, come on, give me what I need. Good, 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 good. It crashed. The fucking computer crashed on me. Alright, why did it do that? It did it again. Oh my God. Well, let's try another thing. Crashed again. Oh my God. Well, here's what I'm going to do. So it should all be RAM based. What's the deal? Oh. So let's turn this off. It's fucking tremendous. Okay, I've got the USB device booting. Look how quick that was. Okay. Come on. Come on. Do not crash. Don't crash. Whatever you do, don't crash. I think it crashed. God damn. Fuck. Wait a minute. Okay, now it's plugged in one of the older hard drives, and I want to see if it crashes the system again. I think it just crashed it again. What's the fucking deal? Alright. So this version is not working. So I don't know what the problem is. We're going with the Viper PC. Yeah. Uh-oh. Have to remember that. Okay, I've actually wanted to make sure it's still working. But this will not... Oh, whatever. Let's see what happens. It's not what I had in mind. Okay, so do it this way. Let's see what happens. Man, this fucking thing is metal. Look at the Viper go. Oh. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Oh. Xbox. I forget. HD. Whoa. Oh. Whatever. So, I think it's because the disk drive is connected to the primary. Possibly. Well, I'll have to investigate. Well, I hope it's the primary. I have no idea. As I think this only has one ID connector and one floppy. I'll have to root around in there first. I might have to do something on the BIOS here. But, let's see what happens. Extreme close-up. Let's see. What? A 10511. I've got that DVD drive from the slot 1 computer plugged in. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's got both of them. I see them in there. But that doesn't mean I'll pass this little exercise. Yep. Okay, look. It's fucking amazing. This only took 3 hours. I know I broke kayfabe by saying how long this took. Took 2.5 Monster Magnet albums. I'm gonna go through all this work, I'm gonna throw it in the Xbox and it's gonna blow it up. Oh, fuck. Alright. It's amazing what you can find on the internet. Come on. You can do it. Okay, so this might take a bit of time, whatever, let's see how long it takes. I think we are good. Let's talk in odd phrases as well. I need to unhook all this and plug in the I need to finish this is what I'm saying. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I should have Hexen still in that. I've got Linux. It's working! 4 dead hard drives. Okay. I knew this fucking broken PC would come in handy. I bought it. No one's seen that video, but I bought this broken on eBay. Sutter said it was broken. They shipped it to me. They made sure that would be broken. That's why the case is fucked up. But it actually fucking this worked. This could have been easier if I would have just gone with the hard disk that I knew worked.